Proverbs 21 and 27, to bring an offering to God with an ulterior motive is detestable, for it amounts to nothing but hypocrisy. Today's episode, an empty offering. The first murder recorded in the Bible didn't happen in a dark alley. It didn't come from a robbery or revenge. It happened after worship. Two brothers brought their offerings to God. One was accepted, one was not. And instead of learning and changing or humbling himself, Cain, the older brother, chose hate. Imagine that. Turning an altar into a crime scene. That's not only tragic, that's absurd. Proverbs 21 and 27 in the Passion Translation says, to bring an offering to God with an ulterior motive is detestable, for it amounts to nothing but hypocrisy. See, you can dress it up, package it nicely, sanitize the story, but a corrupt offering is still a corrupt offering. Cain could never erase the blood of his younger brother Abel crying from the ground. No matter how he spun it, no matter how much he wanted God to overlook it, God saw the whole picture. Today, we hear voices offering an alternative version of truth and patriotism. They speak with fire, slurs, and call for punishment. They drape it in the language of faith, family, and freedom. But words that divide, dehumanize, and incite violence cannot be transformed into holy offerings just because they're wrapped in Bible verses or church language. God does not and will not celebrate hatred as righteousness. Some people act like blood, fire, and smoke prove their devotion as if God were really impressed by rage. Others imagine that removing one group of people would somehow purify the nation. But God's not interested in a love that excludes. He's interested in a love that embraces all his creation. History warns us, when faith is fused with power, when nationalism dresses itself as religion, it becomes idolatry. Isaiah reminds us that all our righteousness is as filthy rags, Isaiah 64:6. Think about that. All Israel's sweetest incense, best music and dance, their spotless rituals. God said, look, you're missing the point. You're wearing me out because you've forgotten love. God's not impressed with rituals or reputations. He is moved by mercy, not by loyalty to one tribe over another, but by a love that refuses to leave anyone out. So I can't leave this out. Cain thought that God would ignore the blood on the ground. Will we? Pray. Lord, purify my worship until love defines all I do. Today's challenge. Listen carefully to words around you, especially the loud ones. Ask, do these words give me life or do they drain it? Do they sound like Cain or like Christ? Proverbs Daily is a reader and listener-supported program. Every post is free, but if you'd like to help spread the message and make the sacred positively contagious, consider becoming a free or paid subscriber. Just look for the word upgrade or subscribe and click on that. Thanks in advance. About the author, Fred Lynch. As a creative communicator, author, and Christian hip-hop pioneer. To connect, just search Hey Fred Lynch on all the socials or click that link in the description. Want daily wisdom on your phone? Go to proverbsdaily.org or tap that subscribe button right now. Hey, thanks for listening and help us out by liking and sharing Proverbs Daily. Be wise, be well, peace.